Welcome, Gemini and Gemini cross watchers, to your mini weekly love reading. So we're going to get a card for you, a card for them, and a card for the situation between you. So thanks for stopping by my channel today. I'm happy to have you here. You guys have had a great weekend and you have a good week coming up. So we are going to get right into it here. We have the Hermit for you, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Sorry, I was going to say Seven of Cups for a second. Excuse me. Excuse me, Gemini. So we have the Hermit, the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the situation between the two of you is the Fool. So, Gemini, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I actually feel like you seem to be, I feel for a time you may have been hung up on somebody from the past, but it's almost like, I feel to a certain extent that you were doing the work, you were like mourning the loss, letting it go, and I feel like it's almost like you became entranced by some sort of process that you developed when you were healing. It's almost like you stared at this, if this candle was you doing the healing work, it's like you stared at the candle for so long and started to kind of like let your mind travel that it's like you didn't notice when the candle was out. And I feel like you actually may have been sitting in a tough energy, in a morose energy, longer than you actually felt morose. Because it's like you didn't realize that the candle had stopped. You didn't realize that the light had gone out. And I feel like whatever it was, or whoever it was that you were letting go of, I feel like because you stayed in that energy, not too long necessarily, but because you stayed there to the point that that like actually you didn't need to be there anymore, it'll feel like a really quick about face when you stand up and walk out of it. Because it's like you'll go from being in this Seven of Pentacles energy, seemingly, going through a tough time, to all of a sudden like back to yourself, and you're sprightly, picking up the pace and walking along, and I'm hearing like getting away from some snakes, funnily enough. And so if you're feeling like, oh wow, things seem to have turned around really quickly, I'm not sure where that came from. Well, it came from you being in an energy, maybe not longer than you needed to be, but you were there for so long that there wasn't a transition from morose to happy, where you kind of like did this zigzag or this non-linear path to get to feeling a lot happier. You were just happier. Excuse me. Coffee, always need coffee. So we have the Seven of Pentacles here for your person, but it's reversed. So what's interesting is that I feel like your person, I'm hearing like they're moving on without you. I feel like you actually couldn't care less, so I'm not sure why that's what's coming in. I'm kind of getting the vibe that like you sat in the loss of the relationship and worked through it. And I feel to a certain extent your person's waiting for you to come back around. It feels like they're waiting for either this to repeat an on-off again cycle, or they want to start that kind of a cycle with you. It's like this person thinks that the breakup wasn't permanent, so they've been out, mucking about, let's say, waiting for, it's almost like waiting to hear back from you, waiting to hear that, they can come back around. And I feel like the longer, it's almost like you staying in this energy a little bit too long may have been like a subconscious protection from this person, because it's like if you came out before, you were like, bam, I'm ready to like, Gemini is ready to hit the ground running. If you came out, if you kind of like tiptoed out, I feel like this one over here would be waiting for you. And it's like they'd be ready to pounce. I feel like they would you know, if they've done it before, they would think they know what to say. And if it's the first time, it's like they're going to throw all the tricks at you that they've got to get you to do what they want you to do, which is take them back. And I feel like because you come out and you're in this energy rather than this energy, right? It's like, um, you know what it feels like? It's like you'll walk past this person and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, Gemini," and you'll be on such a mission to wherever you're going that it's like you'll hear someone call your name, realize it's them, and it's not even going to break your stride. So, I think we're going to pull just a card here on what this. Tell us about the Fool. Oh, sometimes. Okay. So we have the Star. So I feel like whatever you're going towards, not only are you walking with purpose and drive and determination, and you're feeling like it's like you're waiting at the stoplight and someone next to you is revving their engine, and you know what kind of engine they have. And it's like maybe your car doesn't look as nice as theirs, but what you've got under the hood is going to blast them out of the water. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to knock their socks off. They're not going to ever be able to catch up with you. That's the kind of energy I see you in this week. And I feel like this person might come around and be like, "Oh, Gemini, you love my life." Or, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so petty. They do feel like they're going to try, but I feel like they actually may not try as hard as you think they will. And that's not because they don't want to try. It just feels like there seems to be an energy off of you that it's like they know they're not going to get anywhere. They might try a little bit, but when they don't try as hard as you think they will, it's because they know that you're done. They know that you're healed, you're better, and whatever it was that you were getting from this person, or whatever kind of like wound you were working out while you were with this person, and you've healed it now, and whatever purpose they served, there's no purpose for them anymore in your life. And I really got to give it to you here, Gemini. I feel like with the Seven of Cups at the bottom, it's like you haven't let go of what you want love to be, what you know it can be for you in your life. But I feel like number one, you're not diving headfirst into that right now. And number two, it's like you're not completely writing it off, but you're not on the hunt either. So it's like you just kind of seem to have your eye on the prize with whatever this new beginning you have here, and you're going to go after that. And it's like you fully expect, and not because you're being self-important or something like that, but it's like because of the healing work that you've done, dang well that as you move forward, everything's going to come together for you. And it's because you've learned to focus on, like, how they say when you focus on like the outcome instead of the process and the like development and developing routines to get to that outcome, that like you don't have as much of a, like, it's better to focus on building daily habits and daily routines and that sort of stuff. And I feel like because that's where your focus is, it doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect and everything's going to always be easy, but I feel like things are going to seem like they're coming to you easier, but it's because you've shifted your focus to the right stuff. This might show my age, but I'm hearing that The Right Stuff song by the kids on the block. They were super big when I was young, so haven't heard that song in forever, but that's kind of what I'm hearing. So I think I'll leave it there, Gemini. It looks like you are, looks like you're going to have a good week. So that's what I have for you today. If this reading resonated, I hope that it was helpful and brought you some clarity. I do have the February 2023 monthly readings coming out this week on Thursday. And then, of course, the weeklies next Sunday. And there will be kind of a special reading coming out after the singles reads for Valentine's Day. So please keep an eye out for that. If you'd like a private reading with me, my email is below in the description box, and we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.